Okay, this is the guitar video tutorial for the song Beautiful Monster. So I'm just going to go through the chords first because the chords are kind of weird, so that's the first thing you need to know. This is the first chord of the song, the main chord. I guess it's a C diminished, but this is the way you want to play it. Just those three notes. Very gypsy jazz technique. The next chord is a G sharp 7, which will be played like this, just the top four notes. And then you also do the diminished of that, which is here. And then you're going to go to the G7 in this position. The diminished from that, which is the D diminished, and then you're going to take that chord up to this, which is the same position diminished in F, and you're going to end with this chord, which is kind of like an F9, I think, but you have a C in the bass, and here's your turnaround. And so those are the chords of the verse. And also those are the same, that is the chords of the chorus. The verse is these chords. So it's F minor, but now you're going to put the 7 in it. You're going to take that 7 down to a 6, I guess, and then B diminished and back to the C diminished. And then there's this passing chord of this. So that's just those notes. So it's sharp 7 to the G7, diminished, and back to the chorus chords. So yeah, those are the main chorus chords. There's only one thing that's different, so as you're going through it, you're going to hit this part where it's the violin solo, and you're doing just those same chorus chords. And here's the end of the solo. Now, that's how you switch keys. So it's G sharp G. This is a D sharp D. Then that's basically an A minor 7 to a B minor 7 and a G. Okay, now here's the weird chords on the end. Check this out. This is a G6. That note is there. This is the E. There's a D. And this is a B. That's the first chord. Now, you move it up to a diminished for the second chord. So here. So these three notes, plus this one. Now half step higher in the bass, and A minor 7. Now another same diminished chord in that same, on your B flat. Now your B is these notes. Back to the diminished, back to the A7, and a G, and then, so this is G, B, just like on a G chord, but now you're barring the E and also adding the B flat. So that's a turnaround chord. G, then the turnaround, and that's all the chords in the song. All right, so let's take it from the riff, from the top. The riff is like this. Sorry. So that last one is. Sorry, it's got to end on that note. So. And then G7 chord. And then into the main riff. All right, so again, I'm going to do that kind of slow. Sorry. That's that riff. And the second time you get to that spot, you're going to go. And then into the singing verse. So the chorus in this, so the strumming pattern is really important. Check this out. This is a gypsy jazz thing. So it's accenting the 2 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So the 2 and the 4 are more aggressive than the 1 and the 3. But you're still hitting the 1 and the 3. 1. And you put a little triplet on the 1 every other time. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So real slow, that's triplet. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just make sure that 2 and 4 are nice and accented, and get the little triplet on 1. So the chorus will be like, she's beautiful, she's a beautiful monster. She's a nightmare. She's a nightmare. She's beautiful, beautiful nightmare. She's dangerous. She's all mine. Right? And then the verse, which is those chords I showed you, starts on the F minor. I like to do it like this because I'm going to be putting my pinky down right after, which would be she loves me like no other lover ever did, with every ounce of heart and soul. But sometimes when we wake up to the sunrise, she's got the look in her eye like she wants to bury me in a hole. Oh. So that's a little diminished. And then back into the chorus. She's beautiful. Now the second chorus is, there's this other chord. So yeah, we went over those chords earlier in the video, but it's going to be like this. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful monster. G sharp 7, then C sharp diminished. G7, and then D diminished, and then F diminished, and then this chord, I think it's a F9 with a C in the bass. So that's your turnaround. So you're going to be like, and then back in the chorus. So mostly you're hitting the low notes except for this. Just the 4 low notes and then the high notes. The highs and the low kind of separate the way the chorus works there. Okay, let me see. Now there's a riff for a break. So that we're going to call this the break riff. And the violin and the guitar will do this together, so it needs to be exact. So it's a hammer on an F. So this is over the F minor part, the verse, right? So it's going to go. Kind of a F minor arpeggio. Then it's kind of a diminished thing. It's so let's do that again. That's the first riff. So it's second time. Then it's this. So this is a, basically it's just a diminished arpeggio. And that's obviously chromatic. So it'll go. Ah, that's it. So after that run, I'm going to do that one more time because I know that stuff. So that's like you did your diminished, but you're coming into the diminished from half a step lower. Kind of a gypsy jazz technique. And then you're going to solo over these chords. Guitar solo. Yeah. That's a guitar solo. And then you're going to take a G diminished and go. That's a kind of a gypsy jazz thing too. So it's a. So it's chromatic up, but you start hitting the G more times. Right? And this is the chorus part without that extra diminished chord. And this will be the violin solo. Times on that, and at the end of that solo you're going to do those extra chords to change into the key of G. Here it comes. All right, so yeah, we went over that earlier. That is G sharp G, D sharp D, but that's 7, sorry, D7, D sharp 7, D, and then A minor 7 to B, A minor 7, G. Or you could just do the high part. And then G. Then there's this walk down. So that walk down again, all chromatic from G. Then walk up from E and end on your G6 chord. So yeah, I went over those chords earlier in the video. It's G6. This is a diminished. A minor 7. Diminished. Whatever that chord that is. Just those those 3 notes, back to the diminished, back to the A minor 7, and G, and then whatever chord this is, those 3 notes. And then that's the whole song. There you go.